engaging and keep it happy, and we'll be good.
Here we go. We're live.
All right. Are you guys about ready to start the dial?
Yeah. Now or never.
Now or never.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Austin's going to go ahead and start the dial. Remember, we're not live once we start dialing. We'll let you know when we are going.
Hi,
live.
everybody on Facebook. Live.
Okay. Got it, Denise. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, we're dialing. So we'll just kind of watch it. And we have 3 people listening on the inbound line already, which is a really good sign. So that means that some of those people got your message about dialing in, and they are waiting for us to start.
All right.
3 is better than 0.
Change is coming. I promise y'all, change is coming. Change is coming, y'all. Change is coming.
So we're slowly dialing. I think we're still good, and we should see people joining in just a second. And as soon as we see those outbound numbers start to come up, as soon as we see people joining, here they come. Austin, let's go live when we have maybe, let's give it about 30 seconds and we'll go live.
Okay. Who's talking first?
Oh yeah, there it goes. Here we go. People are joining now. All right, I'll tell you what.
Remember, make it a conversation.
If you're ready, you want to bring it live in about 5 seconds?
Sure.
Yep, all right, is everyone ready to go live? 5, 4, 3, 2.
The number's giving him a busy signal.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Dr. Thomas, and I am making the announcements this evening. We have 4 announcements. Our first announcement is regarding support for the Occupy Sasser. PGCEA is wearing blue on Thursday, May 31st, as well as Thursday, June 7th. Our second announcement is that we're having our PGCEA annual Family Fun Day cookout. It has been rescheduled from Saturday, June 2nd to Saturday, June 9th. The time is scheduled for 1 to 5 at PGCEA in Forestville. Because of rain. Yep. Our third announcement is Occupy Sasser. That's our school board meeting. Again, that's going to be scheduled for Thursday, June 7th at 5 p.m. in Upper Marlboro, Maryland at the Sasser Building. And last but certainly not least, announcement number 4, we have 2018 Summer Leadership. That's the Power Opportunity Action. The date is scheduled for July 17th through the 20th in Salisbury, Maryland. Details are listed in the news app.
Good evening, this is Andrette Duncan. Most of us have already heard about the Occupy Sasser movement, so before we get started tonight, I'd like to know who on the line has already prepared themselves to participate. The phone line is opening. You'll press 1 if you know that you intend to come. Press 2 if you're undecided, and press 3 if you're not able to attend. Again, that is 1 for yes, 2 for undecided, and 3, you're unable to attend.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Good evening, everyone. I'm Zena Whitworth, your PR chairperson, aka newly elected board member.
Woo, woo, woo.
I'm sitting here with yours truly, our president, Teresa Dudley. We bring to you tonight, we're here for you to answer any questions that you may have and any explanations that may occur that you might have to consider. We have been working very hard over the past years to take PGCEA in a different direction. And as we promised, it's all about teachers. I need you to understand that the union is you. You are the union. Not us, but you. All of us collectively. All right.
All right.
Here we go.
There you go, Teresa.
Hi, everybody. This is PGCEA President Teresa Mitchell Dudley, and I want to thank all 240 of you who are on the line. Yay, we are doing it. I told them we could do this. All we got to do is walk through a little mud, and we'll get it happening here at PGCEA. I really wanted to start out by sharing with you why we feel it is important for us to take action right now. And not only right now, but also over the next coming months and the next year, because this is not going to be a one-shot deal. This is the beginning of us to create an alliance to reclaim our schools. And how we do that as an association is we are visible and we show up at places where we're supposed to be. We're contacting people we need to contact, and we're working collectively as a group, because it's kind of like a hand and a fist. We have all these fingers out here, but when you pull that fist together, it's solidarity, because we are a union and we need to really work strong together. So I want to tell you that beginning on we're going to kick things off on Thursday, June the 7th at the Occupy Sasser. What we're asking everybody to do is to wear blue on Thursday tomorrow, wear blue on Thursday of next week, and we want a sea of blue coming into Sasser. And we're going to have some shirts if you RSVP and let us know you're coming. We Andret, get in the screen a little bit so they can see that shirt if they're on Facebook Live. We have PGCEA shirts, and on the back it says, "Just let me teach." Now, why are we doing this? We're doing this because we're sitting in overcrowded classrooms. We're doing this because we're wondering why we're steps behind and people are getting secret pay raises. We're doing this because we're having safety issues in our schools. We're doing this because we want to reclaim our schools, and we know that nationwide community schools models are the best for working with the clientele that we have as students here in Prince George's County. And we have a policy that they're going to be reading on the 7th that we want to make sure that that happens. Now, the other reason why we are going to be occupying Sasser is we want to see some change. Now, if the CEO has money to give secret pay raises to his administrative executive cabinet, then why can't he give us some money for a step? And we need to make sure that we are in the house and loud and clear so that they hear us. The other thing that's really important, and you know, tonight we're lucky, and those of you who are watching this on Facebook Live, we got our girl, Dr. Thomason, with us. And Dr. Thomason is one of the 3 school counselors from over at Duval that was doing what the school system told her to do, and they recommended her for termination. And it was retaliatory because they don't normally terminate people before they even have the official hearings. And so what we're talking about is we want them to be returned back to work. And that's another one of our demands. So we are looking for an alliance to be created. This isn't going to be the first thing that we're going to do, because moving into next year, when we've already started planning and preparation for bargaining for the common good, because this alliance is going to work together with PGCEA. And we're not going to do our negotiations in private anymore. We're going to bring it right out in public and let everybody hear and see what the issues are in our school system and how we can address those issues in our contract negotiations. So what I'd like you to know is, if you, and this is new to us, I'm just saying. Yeah, so we're walking through the mud a little bit here right now. But you know what? We wanted to talk to people tonight. So if you want to ask a question,
press 0.
You want to press 0, and then they will take your question, and they'll get the question to me, and we'll answer the questions. So as your questions are coming in, I'm going to keep chit-chatting a little bit about what's really going on. Because starting on June 14th through the 21st of April, we have early voting in Prince George's County, and you can all pat yourself on the back because I know you're all going to go to the polls and vote as good educated people. However, what we need to do is we need to cover our polls, especially in early voting and on election day in our priority precincts where we have really great candidates running, especially our endorsed candidate for governor, Ben Jealous, woo, woo, woo. We need a social justice warrior to be our new governor. We need somebody who cares about eliminating the school to prison pipeline and cutting back on corrections funding and spending that money on education. We want somebody who knows that it is critical that our schools are fully funded and will work with the recommendations of the Kerwin Commission to make sure that our schools are fully funded. So there's a lot happening at PGCEA, and it's not my union. It's not anybody at this table's union. It's all of our union. And we have to work together. And we're trying to facilitate that more and more by communicating through different venues. I mean, who knew I'd be on Facebook Live with PGCEA? So we're waiting for some of your questions to come in. The first question that we got was, what would happen to you if you participated in the Occupy Sasser? Can PGCPS do anything to you if you participate in the Occupy Sasser? The answer is no, especially if there's a whole bunch of us there. Because the reality of the situation is, we've done this in the past. We've done it several years ago, but memories are kind of fleeting, and we've gotten very comfortable and very complacent, and that's why we have been treated so badly over the past several years. So no one can do anything to you for participating in a public forum. What we're planning on doing is, and this is really for us a symbolic thing to reclaim the schools. Given that hopefully we'll have enough numbers there that we can basically encircle the front of the building and lock arms and be symbolic about we are here to reclaim our schools. And everybody with their blue shirts on, I believe that would be an amazing visual for our media friends and for those of us that are involved in it. The other goal is to get inside and to occupy the room, because that room is not very big, but the more people that we get in there, the better it's going to be. We had 150 people show up to a previous school board meeting. So we have questions?
Yeah, the question was, who is invited to attend this board meeting?
Everybody. We would love to see school counselors. We'd love to see classroom teachers, elementary, middle school, high school, school psychologists, PPWs, local 2250 members who are out there. If you have a paraprofessional in your building that you'd like to bring with you, bring them with you. Parents are invited to come. And it's really important that we understand that it's not just us in the school system. That's why we're calling this an alliance to reclaim our schools, because it's not just a parent organization, it's the PTA, Parent Teacher Association. So we are looking forward to having as many people there as possible. Do we have another question?
Oh, if you haven't noticed, we have tickets as well. Check if you're a teacher or educator in the building, ask your building rep to give you a ticket. They're not a real ticket, but memorabilia mostly to attend the event on June 7th, because you're going to want to be there. Also, if you are a resident or a taxpayer or a child or went to go to schools in Prince George's County or an employee for Prince George's County, you need to be at Sasser. You need to be there on June the 7th, because the tides are changing. We have a new CEO/superintendent coming in, a new county exec, everything is new.
Okay, but I want to interrupt you there, Zena, because that's a really critical thing that I did not mention. And that is that we do not want to see Dr. Maxwell float out of here with a golden parachute after he gave secret pay raises to people. And the other piece to that is we want to make sure that our that we have a seat at the table when they start deciding about who's going to be the interim and who's going to be the new CEO. We want to be at the table. We fought hard to try to get the law changed so that The county executive did not have the ability to appoint the CEO, but it is changing, and hopefully we'll be able to get that law changed next year with the right governor in place. So what we need to know is whether or not you are going to ride the bus to go to Sasser. And if you want to ride the bus, you will press what?
Well, we would open up the polls.
Okay.
We have to open up the polls first.
Okay, so wait a
But
minute.
we do have a question.
We have another
Okay,
question.
we have
We do have a question
Okay.
from Mark, who's listening.
Uh-huh.
So let's
Read the question.
Hold on. Let's we're about to bring him up live, but
Okay.
we're gonna but if anybody's listening who wants to ride the bus, please press 1 for yes, 2 for maybe, and 3 for no. But I believe Mark is up. Mark, are you there?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes. Hi, Mark.
Hi, Teresa. This is Mark Simon.
Hi, Mark. How you doing?
Good. My question is, what is the purpose of this actual board meeting, and will we be testifying at it?
Good question. The purpose of the board meeting, it's a regular board meeting for this year. They have a couple of tasks that they need to do on their agenda. Their agenda is available on board docs. So there's going to be other things on the agenda aside from just the concept of PGCEA's presence concerning the CEO and this quote-unquote transition. They will be discussing the community schools policy, and anyone who wants to sign up to speak can sign up to speak. However, they're not taking names until the 1st of June at 4:30. So, which is weird because June the 1st is a Friday at 4:30, so they leave at 5. So I don't know, it smells funny to me. But for real, they only accept 15 people who are speaking on agenda items and 15 people who are speaking on regular items. And you only get 3 minutes to speak. So the concept of us being there and being in the room is, I'm going to share with you that they're very nervous about us showing up. And I want them to be nervous, and they should understand that we are going to reclaim our schools. And we want a voice at the table with this transition period.
Thank you, Mark.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Mark.
Mark.
Thank you, Mark.
All right,
Thank
next
you, Mark.
caller.
We have a caller being brought in. Hold on, give us a couple minutes.
While we're waiting, we want your presence there. It's all about your visibility. You don't have to say anything, but sometimes showing up, because they need to know who is Prince George's County. What does Prince George's County look like? If we don't show up, I'm afraid of what may take place. So let's show them who lives in Prince George's County, because honestly, we have the power. The taxpayers, the educators, the students,
The shareholders.
the shareholders.
The
We need
shareholders.
you to be there because they need to know who they are dealing with.
I also want to focus, because I am an educator, a parent, and a homeowner in Prince George's County. And I think it's very important for people who also don't have children in Prince George's County and they're just a homeowner, that they realize that you're coming to support the schools because your house values are on the line, because people move to places where there are great schools.
Yes.
And I think we have a teacher on the line right now. Miss, are you there? Miss Gray?
Hello, Miss Gray.
Yes.
Do you have, what's your question?
Caller, you're on.
Hi, Ms.
You're
Gray.
I'm saying that there are some teachers in the county that are not wanting to do their job. So what are we going to do as a union about them?
Okay, so here's the
So what do you mean by not wanting to do their job?
They post on Facebook all the time about how bad the county is, how bad their children are, how bad their parents are, and they don't seem at all interested in teaching. They just want that paycheck.
Well, let me just say this. we are professional educators in Prince George's County. And I have traveled all around the county to different schools. And yes, there are issues where there are, no matter what profession you're in, there's always going to be some people that may not want to do what they're supposed to do. But when I walk into schools, like yesterday, I went to Imagine Andrews. And then last week, I was at Glen Ridge Elementary School. And I visit schools all across the county, and I see teachers teaching their behinds off. I see curriculum being followed. I see a lot of effort and energy. What I do think and what I do feel that I see from members is that the morale of teachers is very low. And it's low because they've been heaping more and more and more responsibilities on educators. We have an evaluation system that's so heavily bound that it's no earthly good. And the principals are overwhelmed by it so much that they can't even keep up with the paperwork. Excuse me. And then we have issues where we have disciplinary issues where students are not being dealt with in a manner that allows you to keep working. I understand that a lot of people think that educators are doing nothing else but suckling at the teat of America. But I will say this, that when I walk into a classroom, I'm not seeing that. I see educators doing their job. And what I need to do is, and what we need to do as an association, is get everybody, even you, Miss Gray, because I know you have some concerns, to come and join us as we reclaim our schools. And I will give you my phone number, Miss Gray, 301-736-2700. You can call me any day, and I promise you, I will get you actively engaged with our movement. So we're just about out of time, but I just want to ask one last thing. I need everybody out there who's listening. Next Thursday, June the 7th, I need you to be an ocean of blue, #Occupy Sasser. And I need you to show up, speak up, and step up on our issues and move with us as we move with our alliance to reclaim our schools.
Okay, so as we end this session, and this was our premiere call, I'd like to put the poll back out again, and I want to know who is planning to attend the Occupy Sasser movement. If you'll press 1 on your telephone for yes, 2 for still undecided, and 3, you're not going to be able to attend. Again, that's 1 for yes, 2 for undecided, and 3, you're unable to attend. And with that,
so we're going to wrap it up here tonight. We will do this again soon, and we will let you know. I want to thank our staff member, Devin Nixon, for helping us arrange this, our PR committee, and our Alliance to Reclaim Our School Committee for suggesting this, and Dr. Thomason for coming in and helping us out tonight. We're going to get you back, girl. We're going to get you back.
Yes.
All right. So I want to thank all of you. Love the children. Show up, speak up, step up. June 7th at Sasser Administration Building. You can press what?
1 for yes, you're attending. 2, you're undecided. And 3, you're unable to attend. And don't forget, for all those attendees who pre-register, you're getting one of these.
Yes. Woo! And if you have any further questions, you can email president@pgcea.org. That's president@pgcea.org. And that's me. Oh, it's at 5 o'clock. The school board meeting is at 5 o'clock. Now you want to keep your ears on because sometimes they try to be slick and change the start times of the school board meetings. But we're going to be watching that, and if anything changes, we'll let you know.
Mm-hmm.
Get there early.
Parking is scarce.
If you want to get on the bus, I would suggest getting on the bus because parking is very limited there. You're going to have to get there early.
Yep.
All right?
All right, we did it!